Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I took a bit of a break because I realized that in this format, in this champions format, hardcore trick room sucks majorly. I mean, it is just so difficult to make work. Okay, like I try to make this team work so much. I even made like an entire box and like brainstormed ideas. It was not easy, but I realized that the team is simply not going to work, okay? So I decided to just do a Hail Mary. I took this tail room team that I built myself, and then I realized I couldn't make the trick room mode work because actually trick room is pretty difficult to use in this format too. So now I'm just using a tailwind team. This team I'm using, we have Sneasler, pretty standard with Fake Out on Burden. We have King Gambit, which I've named Watch Out for Shredder, simply because like I had a game where I was able to win with King Gambit, and like it was a crazy game. I got Rock Slide. I got two Rock Slide finishes on turn 1, which means I didn't do anything that turn, and King Gambit was somehow still able to win in the end. It was insane. Yeah. Then I have Talonflame for Tailwind, super good with Guild Wings, gives us priority. It's faster than Whimsicott. Sharpbeak means that Braveheart does a lot. Flare Blades is good against King Gambit. Then we have Floette, which I wasn't sure what. I was really wrestling a lot on Mega Pokemon to pick. You can see here I had a version with Mega Frostless and one with Mega Venusaur. However, I realized that there were specific matchups where Floette would be really good, like tail room teams. It's really good against because it can OHKO with Lara Ruin. It's max spatial attack. Floette modest, so just a shit ton of damage. Also mean I had to sacrifice a lot of bulk, which is unfortunate. It also helps against like Garchomp, Whimsicott, which was a difficult team to beat. Then there is Basco, Scarf Basco. We cannot be building team up Scarf Basco. I have changed it so it's not animate anymore, which sucks. But now I can outspeed Aerodactyl with it, which I found out I didn't outspeed Aerodactyl normally, and it was like, okay, this feels bad. I don't outspeed Mega Aerodactyl, but it's not as popular, so it's fine. Then I've Garchomp. Yeah, offensive set. I had Happenberry before, which if you don't know, reduce the damage from Dragon type attack, but I realized it wasn't coming up that often, and since I'm already living a Dragon Claw, Citrus Berry felt like a better idea. But yeah, I've been playing with the team, and how do I say it? It's a lot better. It's so much better. We're just going to game here. I can show you guys my ranking, but let's just say that I have been climbing. My current ranking is 1395. Pretty high. Alright, what have we got on here? Mega Blastoise with no Protect, Ice Beam, Aura Spear, War Spell, Mega Tyranitar. We can set up Sandstorm twice. My Mega Evolving, who has low kick at its current move, Spray Standard, Extra Drill, Sinister with Miracle Seed, Farigiraf, and Rotom. So like a pretty fast, but also kind of like a trick room team. So what to do here? Well, the main problem is that their trick room, like their fast move is still pretty strong. However, Garchomp is a really good counter because it's good against both of these guys. Then I want Floette because Floette is really good against the trick room version point of the team because I can KO Farigiraf in one hit. I've called for that. Then who should be last ones? I want something that switch in an Iron Head, so that probably is Shredder here, King Gambit, or maybe maybe instead of that, do this and this, then do Basket Legion. Who should be the last one? And we can do King Gambit. They have Scarf Rotom. Yeah. So I knew this was a possible lead. I didn't think it was super likely, but the question is, what are they doubling with? I feel like they're doubling into Floette, so my best play is probably just to take Floette here, because They can double with low kick, which means they could switch in Basque Legion, but if they double with knockoff, they can also hit. Okay. Protecting extra drill here, smart. Did they read me here? Ah, that's a good read. Wow, they did a lot, yeah. However, the problem is I probably die to like an iron. No, he's never iron hitting what's it called, guard jump here, or is he? Because I'm worried he's gonna iron hit here, which means he just hit me really offensively here. No, he's gonna. I think he's gonna go with the fluid here. Especially in here. So basically, the way Stomping Tantrum works is that if the move fails, it doubles in power. The earthquake. Oh, and I died to that. I took 50% on Basque Legion. What in Arceus Christ do you mean? Yeah, this is. I have nothing for this Mega Extra Drill. Honestly, I did not expect them to even go with that strategy. The worst part is I'm still slower than this thing because of Sandstorm doubling the speed. Okay, well we'll have to figure out something else. I just thought they were gonna go more into the trick room mode, but I guess they maybe didn't think it was gonna work that well. Yeah, this game is probably lost since I don't have anything great against it. We'll have to do something else. Figuring out something else here. Okay, I have an idea. I just have to figure out something where I can also deal with the trick room mode. Oh, okay, I get that. Just Earthquake, which is a bit confusing when they could just iron hit here, but you know what? I feel like they're just gonna Earthquake again. Yeah. Yeah, they're just spamming Earthquake here. Okay, yeah, I need to bring different mons game too. Yeah, okay. Here's the deal. That went pretty badly, but also I was not expecting it to lean into that mode so much, especially since I felt like I had a lot of counters to it. Let's lead Talonflame Sneasler with Garchomp because they're all really good into that mode. And then do Floette so their trick room mode won't like completely destroy us. Maybe instead of doing Floette here, because I kind of want to bring Gambit. Like, it depends on how strong the trick room mode is going to be, of course. Like, if I just bring King Gambit, I feel like I can completely counter that trick room mode. Even if my thing goes down here turn 1, I can just fake out Extra Drill. There is a risk by staying in Tyranitar because it could die in 1 hit. I know I lose my Sash here, but like I would lose it to a Rock Slide anyway. That's not. Okay, that is actually kind of a crazy read. They did read my fake out completely here. Okay, thing is, I think they brought the same, which means they can. What's it called? They can switch in Sinister here now. Of course, they could just read me to read them to do that. My opponent made a lot of risky plays here. They lived that. That's actually insane. But yeah. However, if they brought the same mods again, this isn't like amazing for them. Okay, no, it's not. Like, actually, this isn't that good for them here. Oh, I guess I've still tailwind up, but like, well, King Gambit is slower. Oh wait, fudge, man, I forgot I have tailwind up. So yeah. So they're actually okay. They do double Shredder here, which is really good because I just ignore it. Now he's still. I have Sucker Punch pressure, but I'm just gonna counter cleave here because King Gambit is still 100% slower. Yeah. So there was no reason to just do that. Unfortunately, if Sinister comes in here, yeah, they will gain the health back. But I'm just gonna double the Sinister here to hopefully KO it. Life Do. Oh no, they're gonna be spamming Life Do. I don't know if I can beat that. Oh, I didn't even think about them spamming Life Do. Yeah, this guy played really well. Like, to be fair, he also got every single read right, which, you know, unfortunate for me, but yeah. He also has a very unique team, for sure. Like I've not seen much Sandstorm here, and I guess I wasn't really prepared for it. You know what? It's fine. GG's. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just get surprised on the ladder. To be fair, you got on this reach right, you probably wouldn't have been able to win. So next up, we're up against a team with Wormbrush, King Gambit with the Cobbleberry, Garchomp, who has all attacking moves, Focus Sash, Frostless, Dragonite, and Sneasler. So their only speed up control option here is actually Dragonite, who also does not have Protect. They're missing a lot of Protect on this team. Okay, here's the deal. Floette here is super powerful. It hits these guys with super active damage and everything, nothing resisted here, so that's a good one we can save. Their best lead against me is probably, like, Floette is so strong, I think I'm just gonna leave with it because they don't have any amazing answers to it. And I'm gonna have King Gambit Garchomp. The thing about my team, the main weakness with my team is probably the lack of special attackers. I only have Floette as my special attacker, which is not amazing, but you know, it is what it is, as I always say. Yeah, normally you would not want to lead Floette because they know that it's the worst matchup, but they don't have anything amazing against it. Also, mine is super offensive. Do I Oko King Gambit? I mean, while my opponent is picking here, I might as well just do some calcs. Wait, actually that's a bad idea. I'm just gonna do it off camera here because if I do that, I can't see. My recording thing is blocking the thing, so I can't see if the match has started. So we go Floette here, I didn't spell it wrong. Okay, well, okay. They can do two things here. They can either fake out Floette and Tailwind, or just fake out Talonflame and Tailwind. So I'm just gonna make them off Dazzling Gleam. It could be kind of bad if they fake me out, because Gale Wings, my ability allows me to get Tailwind priority, only works when I'm full HP. It used to be like whenever, but it was really broken and people would spam Choice Band Brave Bird and it would just destroy everything. So they changed it so it's only at full HP, which is balanced, but it's definitely gonna make this harder. My opponent is not in the greatest spot because Dragonite is most likely dead in a single hit, and Sneasler can only figure out one Pokemon. Yeah. I'm probably slower than that Dragonite because we just see a Mega Evolve here, which makes sense. I figured here a crit, which is just lovely. Probably 2 Tailwind, yeah. So they are White Earth, so we can just Brave Bird Sneasler here, and I'm just going to Moonblast the Dragonite here while they can break our thing here. I think that's actually fine. Yeah, because it's Moonblast here, which brings them down really low. I Brave Bird and just D-Gleam. The thing is, since we're both losing speed control, our speed control up in here, it's fine. I'm debating whether to Flare Blitz because they could switch in Gambit here, but I'm still doing a lot with Dazzling Gleam, so we'll just do this. Even though the switch is obvious, I can't afford to lose Floette here. And if I get the read wrong, it's a lot worse for me if I lose both here. If they didn't bring King Gambit, their options are very limited for a defensive switch, because none of these guys resist my attacks. And the thing about they have extreme speed. See, this is why you always have to remember to look before you really think about what the opponent has, because else that happens, and then you forget about it, and you don't really have extreme speed. Since I have extreme speed, I should have swapped out Talonflame and maybe protected Floette or something. But yeah, that's super unfortunate because we basically lost both Pokemon and gained honestly pretty much nothing. So I didn't even get to attack. Yeah. I mean, it did, but it didn't do so much. Ah, dude, extreme speed is so annoying. Well, that's really unfortunate. And I'm getting impatient, so I'm gonna put on the timer, because this guy took very long to click E-speed. Like, I felt like he didn't have an option, because if he had an option, he would have clicked faster, but seems like he's a bit slow. I mean, my opponent should just double protect here. Yeah. I don't think Stomping Tantrum Oko Sneasler here, because Sneasler, like, Stomping Tantrum is a very low base power attack, only at 75. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Nope, because I missed. Okay, well, that miss is obviously extremely unfortunate. If we hit, there's like a very low chance, but we could totally win, but yeah. Without that, there is no way. We also get to confirm our opponent is adamant, so that's nice to know. But yeah, I mean, obviously with that, there's nothing we can do. What did you do for game 2? Because honestly, like, I feel like Floyd was a good lead there, but I couldn't really beat because they could just fake out. I mean, okay, I don't have that much investment, so I have a low chance of living Adamant Claw from full HP. My opponent is actually pretty infuriating because they take so long with their turns. And I don't even see what the point of taking turns are here. I guess maybe they could be debating what Pokemon to switch in, because, you know, like, what Pokemon do they want to show they have? Yeah. I've been considering maybe running Poison Touch on Sneasler because I have Fake Out and like Sash. Okay, they do have King Gambit. That's good to know. Okay, well, this is really difficult. I really thought I had like a good. I thought I had a good option here, but I didn't really have it. Okay, why the fuck am my opponent taking this long? Why in Arceus Christ are you taking so long? Just click your move. Is my opponent FK or something? Because they're timing out. The way you can see if somebody is AFK is that if they use their first move. So for example, if my opponent clicks close combat here, then they, like, if they click close combat with counter cleave, then that's because they are time out and just picks the first Pokemon here. The first move you have. Yeah. So he does high roll close combat here. So it doesn't really help that my opponent is AFK, because that means they're still gonna come back at some point. They're just wasting my time. But I think what do we do for game 2? Well, I mean, Dragonite is probably not Dragonite. Like, I guess Garchomp might not be terrible here. It's just problem is they have Fake Out plus I don't have any 2 Pokemon that seems great here. What do I do? Because Kingambit is also in the back, which is a problem. Listen, oh, I dare protect. I don't. I could go for a risky option and go like Sneasler Flood and hope to win the speed tie, but that doesn't sound like a good idea. Because if they get speed control and I don't have speed control, it will be really bad. What about this? This gives us good damage in the start, so effective damage. Then I can bring Flood because it's better against Gambit. I almost need Garchomp in the back because I can't really use Special Lead in this game because of King Gambit. Maybe like Sneasler, Fluid, Garchomp, because I don't really like Gambit that much here. Since I'm Sash here, I'm just going to The problem is that it's pretty much just a speed tie. But even if I lose skill wings here, since they're slower anyway, it's fine. Okay, that was a really risky play, but that allows me to get... Oh, they're inner focus. I'm an idiot here. Like, I'm honestly happy my opponent protected there, cause... and else I would have been pretty fucked. Anyway, I Brave Bird in close combat. Oh wait, Brave Bird in close combat works, but even if they switch in Gambit, it won't die. I kind of want to get rid of Dragonite here. Yeah, they do switch in Garchomp, which makes me happy. I doubled it here. A straight critical hit from Talonflame. Honestly, quite surprised getting that. Yeah, breaking my sash does suck here, but I mean, they're getting the chip damage on Garchomp is nice. Though honestly, I wouldn't have minded not getting a crit there because I would have still killed and I wouldn't have lost my sash. Oh boy, so they do have Sucker Punch, so it probably won't kill. Okay, there's no protect on Garchomp. I'm tempted to just close combat here. Yeah. As a protect, that would make a lot of sense. Or probably an Earthquake here, right? Yeah. Fine with me. Okay, hear me out. Brave Bird and Light of Ruin. The plan is Brave Bird will KO Garchomp, Light of Ruin will finish off King Gambit, and then my Garchomp can beat their what's it called? Thing that, please. Flow it. Do it. Okay, we hit. That move has a 5% chance to miss, okay? I get nervous. Okay, so that was much more cleaner than last game. Also felt a lot better, you know. I will say my opponent could have the problem is with my opponent having inner focus, they can actually just fake out my Talonflame without much repercussions. It's obviously just a speed tie. However, okay, hear me out, guys. This does not sound crazy, but in theory, their Sneasler could be not max speed. I know that sounds crazy, but I guess that could explain why they're what's it called protected there, because they're not max speed. I think this is still my best play. They could switch up their lead, but I think I can adapt to whatever they switch up to. Garchomp Dragonite, yeah. This is obviously not ideal, but I can fake out and tailwind. I'm still fine about that, because they can't protect on either of these, which gives me a lot of like flexibility. So yeah, I just break its sash, which probably won't matter too much. I could also do something like crazy, but I feel like they're going to Rock Tomb, so I don't want that. And yeah, inner focus is pretty smart on Dragonite, because then you know, like get up to one, and then you like get multi-scale. Of course, I mean I could just attack them, and then I still get, yeah, interesting. So my opponent didn't apparently like the lead so much. They just go for the KO. Last time they just killed me with an extreme speed. Obviously this time I'm not falling for that. Oh wait, am I in trouble here? Because I really expected them to fake out. Okay, close combat, that's fine. I'm just gonna double into the Dragonite, because presumably, I guess, it's hard, because he could switch into Gambit here. I'm worried about a Gambit switch, basically. Like switch into Gambit, and then they like close combat for the KO. Okay, I overthought that. That did a lot more than I thought it would, yeah. Okay, I was right. Ironically, I was actually right. They have a really slow, they have a really slow, what's it called, Dragonite, Sneasler, because it was slower than my Garchomp. And I am max speed, but like, yeah. I love how, after changing from the Habit Barrier, like, scenarios where it would have been good at just coming up left and right. Yeah, I'm just tailwind plus close combat here. Like, I think I live a Sucker Punch. They do just do this. What do they do? Earthquake? No, Dragon Claw. Doesn't really change much. I have tailwind up. I'm just going to protect here. Oh wait, they can't really earthquake here. Oh. I probably too cool King Gambit with Dazzling Gleam, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this should pretty much win me the game, right? Oh yeah, this is game over. Alright. GG's, man. GG's. Oh boy, that was really difficult match. Like, you can generally just see how I was really struggling there. Oh, dude, that's so sad, bro. We got 1399, one freaking point away from what's it called, the 400s. I also saw my opponent's ranking. I was like, okay, this one is gonna be win. But yeah, as you guys can see, like, I played a lot today, and while I didn't win that much since I started in like 1390 or something, I definitely learned a lot about the team and how to use it. You can really see, like, doing this game, like, this team is really strong. Yeah, you can basically, if you pilot it right, it's really powerful. You can also see how I've learned from my mistakes, because in game 1 I pretty much lost to like them e-speeding me, and like you also saw in game 3 I could have won if I didn't fall for the e-speed here. Like, I play way better in game 3, where I really learn from my mistakes and really am aware of extreme speed. It's also a bit late, so my brain is I'm not completely focused. Yeah. This play on this turn was actually a little bit risky, because they could have close combo me and done a lot of damage, but I was actually correct in my assumption they were slower than me, which was actually a pretty cool observation by me, but it would only explain, like, in game 2 when they protect here. This play was so strange, but I was actually able to read it correctly. I mean, I didn't really act on it that much, but yeah, a game where the Happen Berry would have been really useful. But obviously it's only against dragon types, and I still think the Citrus is better. Here I was a bit worried about like losing the game, but I couldn't see myself dying to a non-black glasses Sucker Punch. Yes, there's Mega Floet here. I was never really a big Mega Floet fan, but that's because it was like the setup version, which I didn't like. But this really offensive Light of Ruin set is just amazing. But yeah, good game, got a ton of points, pretty happy with how I played. But I just want to point out the fact that Light of Ruin, it's 140 power, which is great, but it's half recoil, which already in my opinion a fine enough downside. But why did they have to make it 90% accuracy? Oh, I have trauma with this accuracy, okay? I have missed Draco Meteors, scale shots. 90% accuracy is a lie, okay? It's just terrible. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are enjoying the new team. And yeah, have a great VGC and TMNT day. And if not, it is what it is. Bye bye.